Welcome back, everybody, to the roundtable. This is Daddy Peanut 3D with Chap Daddy 65 and Carnage 64. How you guys doing today?
Doing
Not
good,
too
Dan.
bad.
Well, we had another close war this time, but we pulled out a victory. Why don't you take us right into it, Karn?
Alright, well, this was a 15-on-15 war, Dan. We've done a couple of these, and this is against a clan that's also ranked 7. We're still ranked 2, so they have a little bit more experience with this, but it was a very close one, and once again, Dan, it looks like it really came to our defenses. So, but I do want to go into some of our attacks that were significant. So we're going to start with my actual hit on their number 6, which was my second hit. So let's go right on into it. Now, a couple people tried this base, including yourself, Dan, and this is a little up for me. So my goal was just to 2-star this.
Taking out the anti-air right away.
Yeah, I could only take out one, so I had to choose, and I tried to weaken that one a little bit up there. And then I wanted to angle my dragons to a point where they would go to there sooner rather than later, hopefully. And I'm still trying to learn the pathing properly for the dragons, because they don't always go where I want them to go.
Right.
So the moment I got to the anti-air, I wanted to pop that Berserker potion, and there they went and took that other anti-air out, so I thought I was home free. But then that sweeper started kind of messing with me.
Sweeper destroyed the lot of pathing.
That I was worried about that crossbow, but I noticed it wasn't doing a lot of damage. But I was like gritting my teeth because I'm looking at the dragon attacking the clan council like, stop. Stop. Please
Just
hit
turn
the
around and look behind you!
Seriously. And then once I noticed that it wasn't doing all that much, the crossbow, I was happy, and I was like, okay, I got the 2-star, that was my goal. So then it's just, you never want to end the battle because you want to do as much damage as possible, but, I achieved my goal with the attack at least.
Right. Pretty good attack.
Thank you. I think Chap would have probably done a similar type of attack. That's kind of what our options were there.
Oh, my attempt was horrible at it. I got no stars on that.
Oh, you attempted that guy as well? Oh, yeah, I see that. So yeah, that was
bad.
That was a tough base to crack, but I was happy to get the 2-star. Next one I want to look at is Penguin's second attack, but it's against their number 1, and this is significant because it is a Penguin at a Town Hall 9 against a Town Hall 11. So let's take a look at it. I mean, this is a tough nut to crack.
It's
I'd
beefy.
have to say his base looks rushed a bit.
It is a
Might be
little
the
rushed.
same situation I'm in.
Yeah, but he does have that eagle turret thing, which is supposed to be overpowered.
What the heck is that?
That's the Eagle artillery
Yeah.
you can only get once you have an 11.
Yeah,
Oh my.
and it just destroys worlds, apparently.
Well, I guess it doesn't activate until there's a lot of stuff happening.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, whoa, wait, what's happening?
What?
Oh my god. Well, that is a really crazy looking thing.
He's firing boots.
I didn't know we were allowed Hellfire as an attack option.
You know what? He might have wanted to freeze that. No, I think freezing that there was smart because it let him get to the town hall. So he got 1 star right away because this guy's base layout is pretty weak to ground because of his walls being so weak. Like, these walls are my tier walls, by the way. Like in Chap's tier walls. Like, these walls are... Actually, Chap, I think you can even go higher as a... You're a Town Hall 9, right?
I'm Town Hall 9, yeah. I'm just now starting to get the darker purple crystal walls going up.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, those are some low-class walls. But that was a good hit to get 1 star on their number 1. That was really helpful.
Wow.
Yeah. So now... Another attack I want to take a look at is Dizzy's first attack on their number 4, which is a nice 3-star. And this kind of got us started in the war, but it got us started on a really good, positive note. So, very beefy anti-air. Like, this intimidates me. There's 4 fully maxed cannons there. But she just obliterated 2 of them instantly.
Gotta love those potions.
Yeah, gotta use those potions properly.
That outer defense seems kind of scattered.
Yeah, it does. It seems it doesn't have that much purpose to it.
Yeah.
Did they not have a unit come out of the clan castle, or am I dreaming? I don't know.
Doesn't look like it.
Oh, and she's got little minions hitting the,
Oh, wow, yeah. That is so smart. Yeah, and she's, you know what? She's got those balloons soaking up the hits from the anti-air.
Yeah. Yeah.
Berserk potions are crazy. I gotta start making those.
Yep. I'm working on upgrading them now. And then she's got her archer and barb just to clean up. Like, you know, you have to really look at, like, Dan, what you should be doing is studying all of her, like, attacks and her units, and just copying what she does as much as possible, since she is in the same bracket as you.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm watching. Her stuff's a bit higher leveled than mine, but
yeah,
same
stuff
nonetheless.
You'll get there. It's just
that's
it's
pretty much what I'm doing.
Yeah,
now.
it's the concept of it.
Stuff.
Yeah, it's the sheer concept. All right, so that was a very strong attack to start us, and then I want to look at another attack that was very important. That was Jared's second attack on their number 2. Who I believe was also a Town Hall 10. So it's a Town Hall 10 versus a Town Hall 10, and we definitely needed a 2-star here. So let's go right on in. Yeah, now, see, this guy's base is even more upgraded than our Town Hall 11. Look at those walls in comparison.
Wow. Yeah.
Those are fully upgraded crossbows, cannons, anti-air. Yeah, he's not a rushed fist.
No. like this person would have been better to go Town Hall 11 over the guy who did.
Oh yeah, for sure.
On their team. I'm sure that might be a sore point, but I'm not sure. So he's using P.E.K.K.A. Knights. I think it's the first time I've seen him use P.E.K.K.A. Knights.
Probably switching it up quite a bit.
Yeah.
They're doing a lot.
Just get right in there though.
Yeah. They're making quick time of those walls.
Yeah.
It's nice how his mages got the correct pathing.
Yeah.
And it's starting to do on the outer.
Yeah, so he's getting a lot of damage done. Did his goal of the 2-star fairly easily, it looks like.
Yeah. Wait, that archer queen was invisible. Is that one of her new abilities?
Yes. If she hits level 5, you can use her ability to drop a couple regular archers, and she goes invisible and invulnerable.
Okay. That's
cool. A little bit.
That's really cool.
That.
I was just reading about that because mine's on the way to upgrading. I think it starts at level 5. You can do that.
Nice.
Yeah. And I mean, it was. We can't even get an archer queen until we're in Town Hall 9. So I'm just using my barb right now. All right. So now the most important part of our most recent wins, and this definitely is another example. I will give an honorable mention to Chap Daddy's 99% 2-star defense. I don't want to go into it and look at it because the person took the entire 3 minutes that you have to do an attack and ran out of time on a builder's hut. So, you know, MVP builder, Chap, but that's definitely an honorable mention. But I do want to go down the list and look at JJ. This was a huge defense on their number 1, attacking a town, going 2 levels below. I believe JJ is also a Town Hall 9, being hit by their number 1, the Town Hall 10. So let's take a look at Town Hall 11. Excuse me. Let's take a look.
You can see, as we said earlier, this guy has a rushed build, and you can tell his Barb King and his Archer Queen are fairly low leveled for how high level he is.
Yeah. Like, I think Jared's Archer Queen was 31, and his Barb was, like, in the 20s, and this guy is only 13 and 11. Like, yeah, this guy really, is not a good, anchor for them, I would say. But, you know, it could be multiple circumstances, don't know what their deal is.
He just wanted the Eagle artillery.
Yeah, but see, I don't get this. He just sacrificed both his hero units at the start. Like, they didn't do anything for him.
And
he's
they
sitting
barely
on-
got to the wall.
Yeah.
Where they were taken down.
He's just sitting on the Grand Warden waiting until I don't know what. It seems kind of a waste.
Yeah. I mean, let's look at this in perspective here, guys. JJ's heroes are higher level than his.
Right. There you go.
I just want to say that again. Look, the Barb King is the same level, but JJ's Archer Queen is level 15, and this guy's is level 11. So that's a little perspective for you there. Well, the Dragons, though, did a very good beeline. As much as that air sweeper tried, it couldn't keep him away from the town hall. Now, looks like it's going to be the archer turrets that end up killing. Oh no! Look at those mines just blow up the dragons. Because he took out every piece of anti-air.
Right.
So on paper, he's got most of the defense down, but archer turrets and hidden Teslas will clean this up. And then you're just left with a warden.
That warden is pretty amazing.
Yeah. That's the biggest thing about getting to Town Hall 11 is the Eagle Artillery and the Warden.
Those are definitely game changers if you know how to use them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if he would have just not dropped both his heroes right in the beginning to do nothing, he probably would have did a little bit better.
Probably. Oh wow, it looks like the Warden doesn't even get hit by the mortars since he's kind of like floating, I guess. So the mortar's like, nah, you know, I don't see a target there.
Right.
Archers do, and that's that.
So that's kind of interesting. That's cool to know. So that was a good solid defense, though, by our number 5 against their number 1. All right. Another major defense that we did, we're just going right up the list here, is Penguins, Sexy Penguins, 2-star defense, almost the exact same percent against their number 3. So let's take a look. I believe their number 3 was a Town Hall 9, so it's a Town Hall 9 versus a Town Hall 9. And look at, and Penguin's base is like the epitome of not being rushed.
Right. I don't even have that level walls yet.
Yep. So I don't exactly know what he just. Oh, you know what? I forgot. This guy has a ground-based army, so I was like looking at the anti-air going. Now I don't know what those potions did. Well, they certainly didn't get rid of any anti-air because that's not what he's worried about.
There goes the lava.
Yeah. Now my question is, if you're going to do a ground-based attack, why on earth would you get an anti-air reinforcements?
That does seem
Gonna
odd.
throw it off maybe a little bit.
Well, but all it does, Dan, in my opinion, is give the anti-air turrets that are doing nothing something to hit, you know? Whereas you can just have more ground units. What do you think, chap?
I don't know. It seems like he's hoping the air, or all the air units would get occupied by like the archers and the mage towers first, but
Maybe.
it wasn't a big enough artillery for them. Expos just doing work with the Teslas. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, those healing potions, though, are keeping those Valks in the game big time. Like, yeah.
I still haven't unlocked the Valks yet, but they're definitely nice ground-based.
Well, they have
artillery.
a nice health pool, I think, chap, which makes it so that they can be healed up in the middle of being demolished.
Wow.
So, but once that health potion ran out, it was done. Alright, so now again, another good defense. We'll look at our Peanut. What's up, Peanut? This was actually a very good defense against their number 2, a 2-star defense. So, take a look and walk us through your base a little bit here, Dan. And yeah, you weren't kidding on your walls here. Mine are more upgraded than yours.
I kind of fell into this base a little bit.
It's all good.
Getting there.
Yeah,
it's getting there.
You're definitely catching up a little bit. So, but what is the layout? What did you do with this layout here?
This was a layout that was sent to me that's basically designed against ground type stuff and designed to fight against Town Hall 11. So we figured it would be a good one for me to just kind of build off of right away, since I do have most of the buildings already. They're just not upgraded a lot yet.
Well, I think that if you were able to do a 2-star defense with this kind of a base layout, when your stuff's not as upgraded as it looks, that's a really good base layout.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Like,
that's exactly what I was thinking too.
Yeah, like this is very good, my friend. And I think if you stay here and you keep upgrading stuff and keep doing defenses like this, then it'll definitely be an asset to the clan war.
Agreed. Man, I'm sure glad I got those Inferno towers.
Oh, yeah. Would work for sure.
My goodness, they do work. They just melt the wizards.
Yeah.
Huh.
Wow, he kind of berserked his Bard King right into the Town Hall area.
Yeah.
But I don't think he actually got the Town Hall though. No, the Inferno Tower took him out.
Yeah, he got the Town Hall at the tail end. The Town Hall, but you know what?
Oh yeah, there it is.
But you know, it was a very good defense, man. Very good defense. Just upgrade that stuff a little bit more, and it'll definitely be like that could have been a 1-star, I think, if a 1-star against their number 2, if you had everything upgraded to even maybe 1 level more in your walls, maybe a couple levels more, definitely would have been a huge defense. But very, very important that you got that defense. Every star in a defense matters, and this one goes without saying. Dizzy shutting down completely for the 2nd week in a row, or the 2nd war in a row, getting a 0-star on their number 3. So let's take a look at this, because this really sealed the victory.
Look at that base, though.
Yup. Yup. She does not mess around. I didn't see what he did. Well, okay, it's another ground attack, but I didn't see him get rid of anything. He's just demolishing walls.
I think he's he's building the path for later.
Well, yeah, what he's trying to do is create the lane to get to the town hall quickly. Yeah. So there it is. So he blew up the gateway. And I think Dizzy goes, "Welcome to my nightmare."
Right.
Because in this guy's head, he's going to go, okay, they're going to go straight to the town hall from here. But the way the pathing of the base works, they go, no, you know what? We don't want to go to the center. We're going to go around the side. So all the units except the Barb King went around the side, and the King's like, well, that didn't work out too well. Very, like, this is like the 2nd or 3rd time we've commented on her base layout, but it needs to be mentioned again. It's just so tricky, because you think you know how to make it go right for the town hall, and then it's like, nope, not happening. So
I definitely want to look into that pathing.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Yeah, that is a complete shutdown. Alright, and the last defense that really won us the war was Jarrett's 1-star defense against their number 1. So their number 1 got a grand total of 3 stars in 2 attacks when he hit our number 1 and our number 5. So that's kind of a failure on his part. But let's take a look at how he defended there. So again, same base layout. Same base layout as Dizzy's. See, now his is a air attack, and so he took out 2 anti-air from the start. And air doesn't follow the same rules typically as the ground. So I'm wondering what the pathing looks like for the dragons here.
It looks like they're going to the side almost. Oh, there it is. Okay, now they're kind of going.
Kind of an odd, yeah, now they're heading towards the center. There they go. Because, see, I think they're going to go straight for the middle here. Whereas the ground ones would go around the side, but I want to see.
I'm still completely baffled at the pathing. I don't get how the AIs are interpreting to go around.
Yeah, you know what? They're moving away from the center and going to the sides again, and they're completely ignoring the town hall there.
What's the Grand Warden even doing?
He's hitting the gold stash because, you know, gotta get that money.
Apparently.
Yeah, doesn't he's just kind of floating around like, eh.
And then his final dragon goes, oh wait, this thing is important, right? I'll start hitting it, and then we're gonna get a nope. Never mind. But yeah, see, that goes to base layout and trying to manipulate your opponent. So I think that we should do, as we're getting more and more into our clan wars, we might want to start doing some mock attacks on our own teammates to learn how the pathing's going to go in our own attacks. Because I've had a couple fights where the pathing didn't go the way I thought in my head, and it kind of really screwed the fight, but that was not the case this war. But I felt, again, Dan, that it was really just, it came down to our defenses. Our attacks weren't terrible. We had a few miscues, but it was really our defenses that won us the war.
Well, that has been our strength since we started. We do have generally very good defense, especially in our upper levels, so it continues to carry us to victory.
Yeah. Chad, what are your plans? Are you close to Town Hall 10, or you still got a lot to do in Town Hall 9?
No, I'm kind of in the same way as Daddy Peanut over here. I'm just on a slightly lower level. I need to start getting my walls in better shape, and I definitely need to start playing catch up with more of my artillery and just try to get an overall better army awareness going on. I've definitely done a little bit of experimenting with the ground units, but I think I'm definitely going to stick with air for now and see how that takes me.
That's good, that's good. Well, what has worked for me on farming a lot of resources, and it was recommended to me by Dizzy, is using barbarian archer attacks. So I have a 200 army, I do 110 barbs, 90 archers, and 3 health potions, and I use my heroes, and you kind of target bases, like, I don't know if you've been able to figure it out yet, Dan, but when you go to find a match on a base, you'll look for how much resources are available, right? If there's a large amount, look at their storages, and if the storages look empty, it means this person hasn't touched their base in a while, and all the resources are pretty much in the town hall or in their gatherers. And so look for the gatherers outside the base. If they're easily hit, just start hitting them, and you'll in defeats, I have raided like 400,000 of each resource, and that barbarian archer army can be made in 19 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, so you can do 3 attacks in an hour and make like 1 million resources in an hour if you do it right. So I would recommend that for you guys to catch up easily.
Not a bad idea.
I find myself maxing myself out on resources before I even have a worker available to use them.
Wow. That's totally not what I have going on.
Right. And I max out at 6 million of each resource. So that's why I've made a huge push in my upgrades, is because of that Dizzy recommended to me. So I suggest you guys look into that as being how you do some attacks, and just find those bases that they'll give you a lot. It doesn't look like there's anything in their collectors. Now I have had some attacks where it showed that nothing was in their storages, but then the collectors gave me nothing, and that'll happen a couple times. But more often than not, it's like an 80% chance everything's in their collectors if their storages look empty, like visually, like the visual cues that they're empty. So, but that's pretty much all I got for you, Dan. And why don't you take us out?
Yeah, I think that'll do it for this episode of the Roundtable. Chap, you got anything to add?
Just gotta work on base improvement. Always figure out what's wrong and what you can do to improve.
There you go, guys. Well, I'm sure we'll see you in a couple days.
You know what? I do want to. We did not mention their uber awesome clan name, Attack Squad 1.
As in 1 star?
As in 1 star.
As in 1 star.
So, I'm kind of a dull name, but whatever floats their boat. I think it was fun.
Right. Exactly. Well, that'll do it for this episode, guys. I'm sure we'll see you in a couple days. We'll be back in the war pretty much immediately, as far as I can tell. So we'll see you with the next video. Have a good night.